You know, friends, throughout our lives, we face a whole lot of challenging and difficult situations, don't we? You know, some of them, they have quick resolutions. For example, you lose your keys and you find them 15 minutes later. Or you get a flat tire and later that day you're able to replace it with a new tire, right? Some of the situations we face, they have quick resolutions. But then there are others, and man, they can go on and on and on with seemingly no end in sight. For example, maybe you found yourself a few months back in a working season. It was a busy season at work, and you were working and working and working, and then you went home and you worked some more, and you got up the next day, and all you did was work. And in order to cope with the amount of work that you were doing, you tried to convince yourself. You said, hey, by this particular date, things are going to slow down. Things are going to become more manageable. But, you know, then that date came, and things didn't slow down, and they didn't get more manageable. And here you are today, and you're still in the midst of your busy work season with no end in sight. Or how about this one? Maybe you have a family member, and that relationship is sort of damaged. There's some hurt, there's some pain, there's some bitterness and frustration. And over the past few months, maybe over the past few years, you've tried to work to repair that relationship. But then something happens. You get hurt, or the other person gets hurt, and it's like you go all the way back to square one. And friends, every time this happens, you wonder to yourself, how long is this going to go on? Is this relationship ever going to be repaired? Or let's say you have a child who's having some behavioral issues at school. He's not paying attention, or he's not following the directions, or he's being mean to other kids. And so you try and sit your child down and work with them on these issues. And just when you feel like you've turned a corner with your child, one day you pick up your child at school and they get a bad report. And then another bad report, and another bad report, and another bad report. And you sit there and you wonder, how long is this going to go on? Or maybe you've had an illness. Maybe a few months back you had an illness, and ever since then you just really haven't felt the same. You still have these lingering effects, or maybe you've been dealing with chronic pain for years, or maybe you've been diagnosed with a serious illness, and you are tired and you're exhausted, and you're thinking, how long is this going to go on? How long do I have to endure this pain? You see, some of the issues that we deal with in life, they have short, quick resolutions, but others, they can go on for a really long time. And perhaps the most frustrating part is that we don't really have many options as to what we can do about it. In fact, the movie Finding Nemo reminds us of this, that when we find ourselves in troubled waters that just won't let up, we can either be like Marlin, we can give up, throw in the towel, call it quits, or we can be like Dory, we can just keep swimming.